Welcome everyone to our video on number system and units of measurement. Today we are going to explore the mathematical insights from ancient Indian traditions. Let's look at what we will cover today. We will start with an introduction to the Indian number system, then examine its key features. We will explore how numbers were symbolically presented and look at various units of measurement for time, distance and weight. We will also discuss Pingala's remarkable early binary system and see how these ancient ideas have impacted modern science. Finally, we will summarize what we have learned and reflect on its significance. The Indian number system represents one of the humanity's most important mathematical developments. India developed one of the earliest positional decimal systems, where a digit's value depends on its position. This system wasn't just theoretical, it was practical and used in many fields like astronomy, business, geometry, and even religious rituals. Though these numerals are often called Arabic numerals in the West, historians recognize their Indian origin. The Sulba Sutras, dating back to around 800 BCE, already show sophisticated use of numbers for geometric constructions needed in rituals. What made the Indian number system so revolutionary? First, it used a base 10 or decimal system with place value, making it intuitive to use. Second, and perhaps most importantly, it formalized the concept of zero, which we call shunya in Sanskrit. This was fully developed by the mathematician Brahmagupta in the 7th century CE. Third, it used distinct symbols for the digits 1 through 9. These innovations made calculations much simpler and paved the way for modern arithmetic and algebra as we know them today. Ancient Indians were quite creative with numbers. They developed systems like the Katakayadi system, which encoded numbers using Sanskrit alphabets, essentially creating an alphanumeric code. The Bhuta system used everyday objects as metaphors for numbers. For example, I represented 2 because we have 2 eyes, and Vedas represented 4 because there are 4 Vedas. These weren't just clever tricks. They were practical tools used in astronomy, music, poetry, calendars, and even secret codes. This allowed for data to be encoded within religious texts and literature, preserving knowledge across generations. The ancient Indians had an impressively detailed system for measuring time. The smallest unit was the nimesha, approximately the time it takes to blink an eye, about 0.213 seconds in modern terms. From there, they built larger units. A murat was about 48 minutes. An ahoratra was a full day and night cycle. Then came paksha, fortnight, mas, month, and varsh, year. Perhaps most fascinating was their concept of yubas, enormous cosmic time cycles spanning millions of years. This shows their comfort with both very small and extremely large time scales. For measuring distances and lengths, ancient Indians used a system based on human proportions, similar to many other ancient civilizations. An angula was a finger width, a hasta was roughly the length of a forearm, and a dhanus was about 6 feet. For larger distances, they used the yojana, equivalent to about 13 to 15 kilometers, which was particularly useful for astronomical and geographical calculations. In fact, the Surya Siddhanta, an ancient astronomical text, recorded Earth's circumference with remarkable accuracy using these units. The ancient Indian weight system was equally precise. The smallest common unit was the rati, weighing about 0.121 grams, followed by the masha at roughly 0.97 grams, and the tola at about 11.66 grams. These standardized weights were crucial for supporting long-distance trade, minting coins, and working with metals. Archaeologists have found evidence of these measurement systems in ancient Harappan sites dating back thousands of years. And they are also mentioned in the Mauryan administrative records, showing how established they were throughout Indian history. Now let's talk about something truly remarkable. Acharya Pingala wrote a text called Chandha Shastra about poetic meters. What makes this relevant to us as engineers is that he essentially created a binary number system long before computers existed. Pingala used binary sequences with short and long syllables to classify Vedic meters. This maps perfectly to our modern binary system where we use 0 and 1. In many ways, Pingala's work represents an early precursor to the binary number system that power all our digital technology today. The impact of the Indian number system on modern science can't be overstated. It laid the foundations for computational logic, algorithmic design, and advanced fields like astronomy and trigonometry. These ideas spread westward, influencing important scholars like Al-Khwarizmi, whose name gave us the word algorithm, Fibonacci, who introduced these numerals to Europe, and later Leibniz, who developed calculus. The concepts first developed in ancient India continue to shape how we understand and use mathematics today. To summarize what we have learned through this video is that the Indian civilization approached numbers and measurements with remarkable logic, abstraction, and practicality. Their contributions weren't just cultural artifacts but truly scientific developments that stood the test of time. By understanding these ancient systems, we gain insight into how mathematical thinking evolved and how it continues to empower modern technology, especially in fields like artificial intelligence, computing, and system modeling. As engineers, appreciating this historical context helps us see that we are part of a long tradition of human innovation and problem solving that spans thousands of years. And that's a wrap for this video. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to help us grow.